Hello everyone, my name is Vicky Styles and today I'm going to be talking about Knock at the Cabin, which is a new Hollywood movie that was just released a few months ago. So let's get into the movie details. Now, Knock at the Cabin is an apocalyptic horror movie and it is under Universal Pictures. The movie is an adaptation from a novel titled The Cabin at the End of the World, and that book was written by Paul Tremblay. Now, this movie was adapted, written and directed by Night Shyamalan. The movie focuses on Leonard, Sabrina, Adrian, and Renmond, who come to this house of a same-sex couple, which is Eric and Andrew, and then there's their daughter, adopted daughter, which is Wen. Now, these four strangers come into their home and they try to convince them about this, biblical doomsday that is about to happen that same day. And in trying to convince them, the couples refuse their talks and their ways to persuade them in order to make a sacrifice in order to prevent doomsday. Now, as time goes on, each of the strangers have to die as a result of allowing the one aspect of doomsday to begin. So as each of them die, until Leonard, who is the last person to die, the couples don't believe it, although there are signs that yes, this doomsday is indeed happening, but they don't believe it, at least until the last person dies and, well, one of them sacrifices his life and eventually doomsday ends. And that is basically what this movie is about. For this movie, there are not too many characters, so I'm just gonna summarize everything. Eric, Andrew are a same-sex couple who were dating and I think they got married, something like that. They adopted their daughter Wen, and she obviously is an Asian, but they adopted her anyways. Now they were living with her peacefully and they were on this holiday trip when all of a sudden the four strangers, which are Leonard, Sabrina, Adrian, and Renmond, they just barge into the home and you know cause a kind of spoiler for their lives. Now, as for the four strangers, these people are just normal people who suddenly in their lives start having these dreams and visions of a doomsday that is about to happen. Now, as a result of their dreams, they find each other and eventually find the cabin. So they try to convince the couples about what they've seen and what they know, but every time they try to convince them, there is always a sense of doubt from them. The themes of this movie includes sacrifice, apocalypse, home invasion, and family. You will definitely notice these things as you proceed in the movie. Before we continue, please subscribe to this channel, like this video, make your comments, and share this video with your friends. Click the bell notification beside the subscribe button so you can get notified anytime I upload a new video to this channel. I do a lot of movies, movie discussions, movie talks, so if you're interested in movies, just stay subscribed to this channel. Back to the movie. Now, the movie, for a low budget movie, it develops the characters of Eric, Andrew, and Wen. It shows their life before the doomsday. But as for the invaders, it doesn't really show their life. In fact, it uses more of dialogue to showcase the lives of these people before they started having these visions. Now, I do not know if this movie is 100% faithful to the source material, but from the way I saw it, I think, well, it was good anyways. So I can't give this movie a score for whether it was faithful or whether it wasn't faithful. For a low budget movie, I must say the movie does put Doomsday in the most scary way it can. But I must admit, you'll be confused at first if the whole Doomsday talk is real. Because at first, since the whole thing happens in basically that small cabin, you don't really know whether it's happening in real life. You don't really know whether the news that they're showing on TV is fake. So you just be there wondering if the whole thing is real. And I think that was the fun part for me. You don't necessarily need to know that the whole thing was real from the start. Now, for the cinematography, I would give them credit, especially for the news scenes, because for a low, like I said, for a low budget movie, they did well. The news scenes puts some, visual effects of airplanes crashing, a tsunami, a mega tsunami, and it showcases a children pandemic or one disease or something like that. So, especially for the news casting scenes, the cinematography to me was top notch at that point. Now, actors' performances, especially of Dave Bautista and Nikki Amuka, these two people were the peak of acting when it came to the invaders. But for the same-sex couple, they did their parts, and eventually that movie will turn out to be a success when you watch it on your own. My description for this movie is a family friendly but still bone chilling way to portray the apocalypse. And this is one of the best low budget apocalypse movie I've ever seen. I'm giving this movie a 9.1. Why? Because the movie does not, develop the characters of the invaders. Rather, they are just invaders who come to the house, and we don't really know who they are. We don't really know if they are fake. But well, the movie is done, and I think we should just move on and watch it and enjoy it as much as we can. My recommendations, well, nothing much. It's just that parental guidance will still be advised for strong language usage and a couple of fight scenes, and just that. Or maybe you can even decide to use parental guidance in order to avoid your children seeing the same sex couples. And so there's not, aside the same sex couples and stuff, there's nothing much bad in the movie, you know so it's basically a family friendly stuff. You can watch it with anyone at any time, and you don't need to worry about having nightmares anyways. Well, thanks for watching my review. Please subscribe to this channel, like this video, make a comment, and share with your friends. Click the subscribe button in order to stay notified anytime I upload a new video on this channel. I have a ton of videos on this channel, and you can watch all of them using my playlist links. All of them are linked down in the description below. If you want to follow me anywhere else, you can check all my links, all my social links in the description below. And if you make a comment on this channel, I will definitely put it out in my next video, just like these two comments from two kind of strange people on my channel. I've never gotten a comment from them before, but I appreciate the fact that they made an effort to build a conversation on my videos, and I just hope that they must have subscribed in whatever video that they commented on. So thank you for watching this video, and until my next video, stay safe.